Welcome to the second video on this series called IIMTS, The Choice You Made. In the previous video, we spoke about education industry and how it has been revolutionized by information technology. In this video, let us understand this a bit more in detail. I'm going to take you across 7 real-life factors based on which we often decide the degree of satisfaction on almost anything we use in our lives. And these are the 7 differentiators which makes digital education stand far above the traditional mode of education. These 7 differentiators I'm going to explain to you in this video are time, money, speed, quality, convenience, repeatable learning, and learning retention. So let's take a look at these 7 differentiators of digital education one by one. Time. Instead of spending hours of driving, walking, or traveling in a bus or a taxi to the library or school or college or universities, you can now save precious time and access education with just one click from wherever you are, whether home, office, park, restaurant, or elsewhere. Money. Instead of spending a lot of money on transportation or lodging, you can surely save money if education is available to you at much affordable price tag from anywhere, anytime. Speed. One of the most important factors of education is how promptly you get it. So instead of waiting for a book to be shipped or a teacher or a tutor to come all the way to your house to teach you, you can access digital learning resources instantly, 24/7, whenever and wherever you want, without having to wait for anyone at all, which means that you don't have to worry about academic years or calendar years for getting your admissions. Instead, you can now enroll on any of the 365 days in a year. That is what I call getting what you want right now. Quality. Instead of just depending on printed books which are text-based and probably written by authors born in an entirely different era, with digital education, you can now get access to countless numbers of options with world-class content, presented in the best possible way with latest updated information from the real-time market, constantly upgraded and enhanced by professionals and research experts from around the world, and also by top universities and institutions in the world such as Harvard, Yale, Wharton, MIT, and many more. And they have made this content available for everyone, free of cost, and it can be accessed by anyone, anywhere, anytime. This raises the quality of education gained by each student to a much higher level. Convenience. 21st century is all about instant digital solutions at your fingertips. Be it banking, booking service appointments for your car, booking a cab, ordering a pizza, paying electricity bills, or even transferring money. When was the last time you did any of these standing in a long queue? That must be a long time back, right? Well, that's because you can now do all these with just a push of a button on your phones. Well, if you can transfer your hard-earned millions of dollars within split of a second to someone else on the other end of this world, absolutely with 0% worry, just imagine, can life really become any more convenient? Oh, and by the way, you want to show your kids pens and books? Well, go right ahead, because you need to take them now to a museum, because that's where it has now reached. This is where IT has changed our lives 180 degrees. Digital education is now available to even a common man at almost no cost as compared to expensive and mostly unaffordable traditional education, because technology has made it possible to bridge the gap between the source of information and its final destination, and that is you. You can now access thousands of books and millions of hours of learning materials stored in a hard drive almost halfway around the world from wherever you are in just a click for almost free of cost. And that's what I call convenience. Repeatable learning. Everyone is born unique, and that's what makes each person's ability to learn and grasp knowledge different from each other. When this gets combined with lack of time, learning can really become difficult. Usually in a traditional classroom setup, the sessions conducted by a teacher is not 100% duplicatable, which means he or she can never repeat the sessions 100% in the same way delivered first. There will surely be deviations in addition to various other issues such as your mood, fatigue, teacher's style of teaching, and the entire quality issue. And mostly, an additional cost is also involved if you want additional classes or tuitions. However, with education going digital, once a subject is recorded, there is no reason for anyone else to reinvent the wheels all over again. Instead, we can eliminate all problems that can occur due to manual repetition while maintaining the same level of quality. which we can now pause, rewind, watch, and listen again and again as many times as you want, depending on your grasping ability, and that too absolutely free of charge. This feature benefits every learner irrespective of their age, IQ, or learning abilities, and even physical locations. Learning retention. According to the analysis of learning retention done by National Training Laboratories, at IIMTS, we strongly believe that attending lectures or just reading books can only bring about maximum 5 to 10% of retention, whereas combining this with powerful audio visuals, interactivity, or engagement, the retention of learning acquired can reach up to 70%. Use of powerful audiovisual learning content delivered by highly experienced professionals and tech-savvy faculty who also ensure involvement and engagement makes learning absolutely fun and simple, and also easy to retain at much higher levels than attending a lecture which is mostly monotonous and uninteresting and very dull. This is where you stop worrying about memorizing, because using technology-enabled learning, knowledge gets imprinted on your subconscious mind and you are able to recall the understanding of that matter in real-time scenarios in life. Just like how you remember most parts of a movie even after years of watching it. What I'm trying to reveal to you is that digital education has scored much higher than traditional way of learning across all these 7 important parameters of scaling satisfaction and success of any task. Let me repeat these 7 parameters: time, money, speed, quality, convenience, repeatable learning, and learning retention. Combining these with essential components such as relationship building and personal care, IIMTS takes pride in being able to provide you 6 life-changing propositions. At IIMTS, we provide our students these valuable services: academic services, which is interactive web classes, state-of-the-art LMS, and 2,500 books. Student support services, which is 24 hours support 365 days a year. Resource center services, which is 24 hours dedicated team for continuous content enhancement. English language training, which is free access to world-class English language modules for you. Soft skills modules, which is a free access to hundreds of modules to sharpen your essential skills in life. Tutorials, free access to hundreds of tutorials for almost all major applications you can think of. I'm going to explain to you all these 6 services in detail one by one in my next video. Let's hop on to video number 3.